Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a tool that solves a massive productivity problem that, let's be honest, you probably deal with every single day. It's something that quietly drains your focus and your time. But first, I want you to just think about this for a second. Seriously, how many times this week did you do that little dance? You know the one? Highlight a cell, Command-C, switch tabs, Command-V, wait a few seconds, then do it all again in reverse. Once? 10 times? 100? It adds up, right? Well, that constant back and forth, that tab-switching marathon, it actually has a name. It's called context switching, and it's so much more than just a little annoyance. Every single time you switch tabs, you're breaking your concentration. It's a tiny little interruption that compounds, and it is literally bleeding your productivity dry. So let's really get into what we call the spreadsheet copy-paste trap. We're going to break down this crazy, inefficient cycle that I am willing to bet you know all too well. Here it is, the 6-step shuffle. You know the drill. You copy something from your Google Sheet, you switch over to your AI cab, you paste in the prompt, you wait for the AI to do its thing, you copy its response, and then you switch back to Sheets and finally paste it in for every single row. It's tedious, it's manual, and it makes trying to scale any kind of AI task basically impossible. But what if you could just get rid of all that? What if you could replace all 6 of those painful steps with one single click? Well, that is the entire idea behind PromptClick, a totally seamless one-click solution. So what is PromptClick exactly? It's a brilliantly simple Chrome extension that does one thing, and it does it perfectly. It turns any cell in your Google Sheet into a clickable AI prompt. That's it. And this right here, this is the core transformation. This is the before and after. You go from this tedious, manual process that completely shatters your focus to a single, seamless click that keeps you right there in your spreadsheet, right in that flow state where you're doing your best work. All right, so how does it actually work? You might be thinking, okay, this sounds cool, but there's got to be some complex setup involved, right? Nope. Let me show you the simple magic that happens behind that one click. Okay, don't let this formula on screen scare you. Here's what's happening under the hood. The extension just builds a simple hyperlink formula. It takes the text from your cell, in this case cell A1, and it wraps it in something called an encode URL function. All that does is make sure any weird characters or spaces in your prompt get sent over to the AI perfectly. Simple, but crucial. But here it is. This is the absolute best part. You don't have to write this, you don't have to understand it, you don't even have to look at it. The extension handles everything for you automatically. There is zero code for you to touch. It just works. Okay, so we know what it is, we know how it works. Now let's get to the fun part. What can you actually do with this? Let's look at some real-world examples that could power up your team's daily workflow. If you're on a marketing or content team, oh man, this is a huge unlock. Just think about it. You've got a spreadsheet of product features. With one click, that feature can become 5 different ad copy variations. Another click, and boom, it's a social media post. A third click, and you've just drafted a whole email sequence, all without ever breaking your stride. And for all you operations folks out there, the efficiency gains are just massive. You've got raw project data, click, and it's a clean executive report. You've got a simple task list, click, and now it's a detailed standard operating procedure. It's all about making communication and documentation almost effortless. And it's just as powerful for research and analysis. You could send structured data to an AI for trend analysis with a single click. Or take rows and rows of competitor research and instantly generate strategic recommendations. The whole point is to keep you focused on the insights, not the grunt work of copy-pasting. So let's pull all this together and just summarize the core benefits here. Because this isn't just a minor tweak to your workflow. Let's talk about why this is a true game changer. Okay, first and foremost, you completely eliminate that copy-paste friction. It's just gone. Second, and this is so important, you maintain your flow state, which is where deep work happens. Third, you can finally scale your use of AI across huge datasets, hundreds, even thousands of rows. Fourth, that automatic encoding means your prompts arrive perfectly every time. And finally, yeah, it's versatile. It works with both ChatGPT and Google Gemini, so you're covered. So, if you are ready to finally escape the copy-paste trap, your next step is very, very simple. It's time to stop wasting your energy on these manual tasks and free up your focus so you can actually start creating. Getting started could not be easier. All you have to do is install the PromptClick Chrome extension. That's it. It will completely transform how you work between your spreadsheets and AI. And that really brings us to the final question, the one I want to leave you with. Once you remove all of that friction, once that barrier between your data and the power of AI just disappears, what could you and your team really create? Just imagine the possibilities.